on Davis. McCabe takes the hand pass. He gives it across to Woods. Woods looks up towards centre half forward now as the Hawks head towards Holland territory. 1-2, and he's got it this time. 55 metres out. Thinks about the short one, then draws the player and goes long over the top. Crawford's at the back, and he can watch it sail through for the Hawks. First goal of the game.
Anthony Rock, an emergency. Veteran premiership player with the Kangaroos. Goes wide to the pocket and finds Graham. And Thompson's been not taken up. It's been ignored. This is a great kick. Magnificent kick by Mark Graham. He's kicked a goal.
Davis back on, KB, is he?
Yes, Leon Davis has come back onto the ground and Tucky has gone off.
That was a poor kick, and it was begging for Paul Salmon to take it, and he did exactly that. Kicks into half forward. Graham probably should have taken that. Crawford off the ground! Suckers it through for a goal!
Freeborn drops a sitter. Burns couldn't handle it as well. Crawford feeds the ball out, back to McCabe, winning a lot of the ball, back to centre half forward. Holland's the target. Now that could be 50 as well. Holland directly in front, 45 metres out, stabs at it and kicks his third goal. Thompson's in the ruck now for the Hawks, wins the ball, started at full forward, pumps it down. Salmon now playing on the forward line, backing back. Couldn't take the mark, here's a chance. Crowd, quick snap, he's got it. Paddling the ball long, picked up by Rock, tries to set it up wide. To Harford. The handball again, didn't really hit a target. Barker runs into the open goal and bangs it through.
Rawlings spent considerable time on the bench. Now floats it up towards Barker. If he can escape here, he might get another shot at goal. No, he opts for the short pass. It comes back to Barker again, this time onto the right foot, and he has kicked his second goal for the quarter.
So listen to the boos go around the ground. A lot of action down on the forward line as Joel Smith, two casual bounces, runs inside 50 for the Hawks and kicks a goal.
Round one, Collingwood. Not the ideal start for Peter Schwab as the Hawks lost by 9 goals in front of nearly 54,000 at the MCG. The bright aspect was the form of Nick Holland, who kicked 6 goals.
Big fish. Paul Salmon to Daniel Chick, almost down to centre. Chick wants to play on quickly. Carlton have the only goal at the moment. He's found Dixon running into the middle and surrounded by Navy Blues. Eventually gets his kick up towards half forward. Here's an opportunity for Holland at the back. Holland heads for home. He shoots towards goal and he dribbles it through. Nick Holland, another big start for the Hawks. Under 10 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Look at Allen. The agility the big man shows is quite extraordinary. But it's Anthony Rock who wins it out of the centre for Hawthorn. Holland a chance, if it sits he should goal. 35 metres out, he bends it back beautifully, and that's a sensational goal for Nick Holland, and that is his third. And they'll get out of trouble, back towards Nelson. He could go short to Hume. In fact, he probably should have. It was a poor kick. Went straight to Barlow. He gives it across to Tallis. Tallis looks in towards the centre half forward for the Hawks. Holland is the target. Holland for number 4 from 51 metres. Terrific, no problems. 4 goals. What a start. Michael Sexton goes in towards half back. Hickmon has been busy. Chipping in towards... One of the marks of the year. Taken by the high-flying Trent Crowd. They want more than the overlap, they want scoring, and they want it badly. Tallis into half forward. Daniel Chick was a big flyer. Dixon chips over the top and kicks a goal. That's better. McCabe also going short. That's not a good kick. Puts real pressure on his forwards. Dixon tries to make amends. Ran a long way and he's still going. Needs assistance, gets it from Barry Young. That too is a poor kick straight to Hamill. He gets claim. Maybe that first half is taken out of them. Chick towards goal. That's a fine kick by Daniel Chick. And he's booted it. 46 points the margin. McCabe can't take it. Barker can for the Hawks. Penetrating kick inside 50. Massey's got to defend against Chick. He's unable to, and Daniel Chick takes a good mark. Got a chance for number 3 now and makes no mistake.
6 more to Holland in a second successive loss, this time by 7 goals at Optus Oval. Holland, Rock and Chick the best.
Holland was good play, taken away by Harford. Hitting the pack hard, he needs to play well. Dixon couldn't quite take it on the half volley. He's a dangerous player. The young man from Assumption has kicked the goal.
Playing on Black, who's a very vital player for the Lions, and he's had 3 possessions, just 1 kick. Now here's a chance. Last minute reprieve here for
Joel Smith.
Joel Smith, and he kicks the goal.
Holland says, kick it to me in the square. Holland from behind. He's got it. And one of the guns of the competition. Directly in front. This to put the Hawks 13 points up. The Roar tells the story. This is more like the Hawthorn spirit. Taken by Smith, wobbles the ball inside 50. It's a bad bounce. Magnificent tap on. Dixon needs a bounce. Runs into the open goal. He's got a push. It's in a goal or free kick. He's kicked a goal.
Crummell, 55 metres out. Back for Harford, who outstretches Hart. Harford, good kick. Thompson, 40 metres from goal. Kicks his second. He goes long to full forward. Bradshaw one out again. It works to the back of the pack, but support here by Raiden Tallis.
Who read it well, got back to lend support. Rawlings across half back, so it all opens up for the Hawks. Time for think music. The mind is ticking over. Rockets the ball to Crawford, who runs hard to the half forward line. Hart was closing. It's a high ball. Barker, he's got it. Played with the Brisbane Lions. He's kicked 1. Directly in front. Hammers at home. The Hawks won't go away.
Not probably in the ruck. He gets it here from Joel Smith, gives it to Crummell. Van pass back. Rocket followed up. A high ball towards the goal square. Barker in the middle of the pack. Magnificent! And Hawthorn within 1 kick. He's had it about 3 times in this movement. He kicks back to Harford, who gets in the hole unmarked. 40 metres out, right in front. Here's the view from behind Daniel Harford. His attempt to put the Hawks in front in the last quarter. They like it! He likes it! There's no whistle on the play. Harford to Vandenberg, the former amateur, across the ground. Bit of space here for Richard Taylor. He can put them in front. Taylor has done!
Minute 25 left. Throw in on 50 for Hawthorn. To the square. Barker. It's a goal.
The breakthrough win against Brisbane. Barker, Thompson and Dixon amongst the goals. Crowed Barker and the skipper Crawford the best in a 7-point win.
Outside of 50, goes to the pocket and finds Crawford. Came back to his best form last week. Another loose player and chipping in. Well, he kicked his first goal for the season last week. It sealed the game for the Hawks. What a start. They've got 2 on the ball.
Just gets boot to ball. Taylor and follows up. All Hawthorn. Crawford. Pace off the mark is a great advantage in footy. Centre circle. Dixon. Wide. Graham. Spent most of his career as a defender. How about this from 49 on the run? Beautiful
Great kick.
Because he could have even gone a little bit closer to goal, but he backed himself in. And here he is, speak of the devil. Graham to Rock, goes short. Crawford from 50 out. It's a big kick. He has drilled it. Sets it up in front. He was looking for Dixon, who left it for his teammate Bateman. So the boy from Assumption College, 45 metres out and closes magnificently.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the kick was going. Holland has a tough job here. Oh, he comes out with it, Nick Holland. Beautiful. Woods. It's open down the middle corridor. Crows come up from centre half back. Inside half forward to Joel Smith. Open goal in front, but he just couldn't take the extra step to get away for the three-quarter time siren. Smith, 35 metres out. That's a good kick.
Miss. Harford from the point of the square drills it and finds Crode.
And Australia.
Kid, just a young man making his way in the game. He's full of talent and he's a big kick. A very big kick.
Nearly 47,000 at the MCG. The Hawks no match for the mighty Essendon juggernaut. Hay, Crawford and Rawlings stood out, while Dixon kicked 4 in an 8-goal loss.
There's some good signs for us, but probably key position-wise we're not badly off. We've just got to improve our options through the midfield. At the moment we've only broken probably even in one game this year, and that was when we went on to beat the Lions. So, you know, I think we just need to improve in that part of the ground.
Primus and Salmon back in the middle, won by the former, pushed down towards Burgoyne, unable to get it away cleanly. Taylor rips it out of the middle and he does get a kick. He's had a pretty good start, Richard Taylor, in his 100th game, and the mark is taken by Ben Dixon. Dixon, he's a left footer and he goes from 48 metres. That's a lovely kick and you can't get a quicker answer than that. Dixon takes a fine mark from Harford, now lands with Chick. He goes long up towards the forward line. Joel Smith is at the back. 1, 2, no, Trent Rowe.
Emphasises the importance of that tackle.
Well, we've seen him in recent weeks too. He's a real aerialist. He's a big flyer and he can kick a goal. Big moment for Rowe. After that behind was scored. Primus, Trainer's in the way and he's gone to go. For heaven's sake.
Tom Barker got a blood nose, he was up that high.
Chick. Centering ball. Oh, he loves to fly. It is our Trent Crode, and he's done it again.
Gaunsey not getting back, he's got to be down there to help out.
Directly in front, 30 metres out, he's kicked his second.
They're not going to die wondering about this game.
Still with a chance, the good hand pass came out. I think it was from Crawford to Luke McCabe, and that's a great shot at goal, and there's the quick reply. Pumped up, I think, for Harford Taylor tonight for their 100th. Here's a long bomb. That is a sensational kick for goal by Graham, and he's got it. Harford back towards Tallis, who's got it at centre-half back. Cruises through the middle. Has a bounce, looks up towards half forward, comes wide to Dixon. He can kick a goal from here. Dixon goes for goal and makes no mistake. Costly one by Port and a wonderful goal for the Hawks. Kingsley gets a hurried kick, but it's straight to the big fish. Paul Salmon, 50 out, chipped short, and it's going to be okay. Here's the new kid on the block. Let's have a look at the kick from Luke McFarlane. Welcome to the AFL, Luke. From centre wing after taking a bounce to right half forward. That's a great mark by Ben Dixon. The lead is on from Crode. He's got an open goal square. He can give it to Daniel Chick, who can blast away. That's exactly what he did. In towards full. Oh! Daniel Harford. What a way to celebrate your 100th game. Goes down to centre wing. He goes wide up towards right half forward. Crode's come a long way out. Here's Trent Crode. Only got to get past Polton. Does so and floats a pass in towards half forward. The mark is taken by Barlow.
Back to Crode.
A little too easily. 3 already to Trent Crode.
There it is.
Make that 4. It's interesting because there were 3 Hawthorn players there and that was all, and here they are. With Vandenberg inside 50 once again. They need a mark. Crode had to spoil in the end, pushing it down in front. Here goes the Brownlow medalist. Bang! And he goes to ground and he loses it. Daniel Chick has got to beat a couple. Around the body he goes. It's tight and it's pressure. And it's picked up by Barlow and he's kicked a goal for the Hawks. Here's Graham. Defending across half-back. Chick has been an absolute live wire for the Hawks. Goes out wide towards left half forward. Crawford plucks it out of the air beautifully, then plays on. Hawthorn are inside 50. And I tell you what, they're playing confident football at the moment. Kicking from 43 metres. It's a lovely looking kick by Richard Taylor. That could be a nail in the Port Adelaide coffin.
Young goes wide to the outer wing, finding Barker. He can go on with it here, Johnny Barker. And he does, because Taylor is down on right half forward, just outside 50. Richard Taylor can find Michael Colicar.
Well, he's a half-back flanker.
Yeah, well, this could be a special moment for him. He'll want a public holiday if he kicks this. It's not a bad kick. It is not a bad kick, and the Hawthorn could well have a public holiday. He goes long, up towards the 50. Dixon was the target, almost pulled it in with the one hand, then shovel it forward. Barlow off the ground, go for it, and he scoops it up. Needs assistance now. Crode around the body as he kicked another one. Trent Crode has.
Difficult to take much solace out of kicking late goals because Hawthorn has expended so much energy in getting to the position they were in. They are entitled to just take the foot off the accelerator for the last 5 minutes.
Well, they mightn't have finished yet. It's still in their forward line and dangerous times because Aaron Lord picks it up and he floats it high towards Trent Crode. Almost held it. Back to Lord again. Good Lord, has he kicked it?
Knows where they are.
On the road in Adelaide and a second victory. Crode, with 6 goals, was the Hawks' most outstanding player. Leaders all day, the Hawks by 39 points.
Kick forward by McCabe, not bad. He tried to create an opportunity there for Crawford. Barker working overtime. Back he goes to McCabe. Kicks the ball to the front of the square. Smart missed it altogether. Thompson, left foot snap. Bounces through for a goal. Miraculous stop by Thompson.
Hart onto the wing, Bickley beaten for it. Had the run here, Barry Young. Oh, and then he ran himself into trouble and now around in circles and had to wheel and kick quickly off the left. Half it in front, Byrne, good spoil. Smart can paddle. Crowe starting to get some run and some vigour into their play. Joel Smith's handball put Rock under a fair bit of pressure, but Rock fought on, and it might come loose for Vandenberg. A couple of Hawks at centre half forward. Chick to do the shepherding. Vandenberg straightens up. He winds into a big one. Can Bassett get hands to it? The question is asked. He said he did. It's a goal. Made a bit of a meal of it. Had time. Going backwards in the end. He had to. Goodwin again involved. And again a turnover. And this time Barlow can send the Hawks forward. Up to 50. Smart. Playing very close. Crawford, can he get into the game? The handball was pretty good. Harford goes out wide. Vandenberg is 65 from goal. He's got Dixon at full forward, but he goes across the ground instead, and Crode juggles and takes the mark.
Exactly right.
I tell you what, those Hawthorn supporters that are still watching, it just needs a couple of mistakes like that from the Crows, and your boys are back in town.
Always positive curls. Crode comes in and carries the distance nicely. Good kick, Trent Crode. Been outstanding for a young player.
That is unbelievable.
We'll run out of time. 38,000 people get to their feet at Footy Park.
For the second week in a row, a visit to Football Park. This time the Crows of Gary Ayres would inflict a hiding. 86 points the margin. Crode again the leading goal kicker, but this time with only 2.
Sets it up looking for Crode, who's got pace, he's quick, great hands, great touch. Stands his ground, gets around Ellis from 50 metres out, bangs the ball long. Great grab by Dixon. They look very, very potent today, Richard.
That's the difference in the game at the moment.
Dixon, check side kick, he's nailed it.
Kick by Holland with distance, sore thigh and all. At full stretch, almost a mark to Thompson. He follows up. Ridden into the back by Garlick. No free kick. Another chance for the Hawks. Dixon! Beautiful kick!
Goes wide, it was good vision. Bowyer's been very handy since coming off the bench. Can he drill it? McCabe.
That was a fluke, wasn't it, that kick?
Now McCabe is on 50. The Bulldogs coming at the Hawks. Got very close to the man on the mark. Swings it back. He's drilled it. Never stops running, the playmaker. Kicks the ball back towards centre half forward. Grant thought there may have been a shove out at the same time. He always plays in front. His opponent Hay on the burst. 3 bounces. He wants to run past Libba. Stands and delivers inside 50. Crawford. Well, his opponent Simon Garlick was heading back to the goal square. It wasn't a good kick. It dropped short. Sandover medalist directly in front. A bit of respite for the Hawks. Kicks a goal. Tallis hits the ball hard to Hay. Runs out of defence. Bangs the ball inside 50. Thompson's in front. He's booted 2 from just inside 50. He's going right to the line. He's got 3.
But they just keep sticking. They keep coming, so never underestimate them. Grant juggles and takes it. Beautiful kick. Oh, Bartlett dropped what he should have taken. It spills Hawthorn's way. Vandenberg out towards the southern stand side to Taylor. Richard Taylor on the run. Thompson one out again. He's got it again.
He's a good player.
Sure is an excitement machine. And the fist goes in the air. Hawthorn just won, and there have been 2 draws. So a couple of draws in recent history. This could be close enough again. Woods to the goal square. Croft, no! Another goal to Thompson.
Lead by 14 points. Holland to do the ruck work. Pinched by Barlow, runs into the open goal. Kicks it.
Good use of the body by Johnny Barker. Croft, the hand pass went nowhere. Here's a goal coming up. Any amount of Hawthorn players there. Dixon blazes and gets it. Of Romero, kicked by Woods, straight up the corridor. Beautiful mark. Johnny Barker, he's joining in the picnic. He gives it off unselfishly, and Shane Crawford, the Brownlow medalist, might have the last ping at goal. Crawford, 35 out. 3 goals is not a bad day.
An Easter Saturday win for the Hawks over the Bulldogs. Nathan Thompson with 6 goals, Ben Dixon 4, Thompson, McCabe and Dixon the best.
Nick Holland's got to stretch McMartin here.
Oh, great kick.
Holland did stretch him. Back towards. Bit flat-footed. That's a good kick.
Great kick.
Got Crode.
You could see just when Trent Croat was trying to lead then, he dummied one way, he dummied the other way.
I reckon that'd concern Dennis Pagan if Crode goes to the square and is isolated against Blakey in the square.
40 metres out.
Got it.
Thumping kick for a goal. King decides to belt back in. McKernan will be his target. Graham should have done better. It comes out. Grant hooks it back. Wobbly, hasn't got the legs. Harford search, he has some time. He's normally an accurate kick.
That's a good
kick.
It was the right option too, wasn't it? Releases Graham, he's normally a penetrating kick. Got too close, going to ground Pickett. Dixon, Martin, still with Dixon.
Well done.
And decides to go to his left, and then terrific kick to Crawford. Crawford didn't go for the mark, goes onto his right and kicks a goal. They're in front again. Then Martin loads it up. They've got Big Spider. Didn't take a one-hander. Forcing forward with Hewitt. McCabe searching a bit. Harford's handball effective to Chick. Chick's handball over the top.
Oh, they want it long.
Hay, confident. Half a handball to Chick. To Hay. Could he go all the way? Lines it up. Oh. It's going through. Sensational goal.
The real champions get to see over the first option.
Barker pops it up. Mickey likes it like that. Bell.
Gee, there's some great pressure out there.
Blakey. McCartney versus Crawford. Crawford back to Harford. Can he keep it in? He does. Can Crow get a taste of it?
They'll
no.
spoil each other here.
Taylor did well. Gets it back inboard. Dixon, terrific smother. Dixon a second go. Kicks a wonderful goal. A wonderful goal.
Terrible talking between the 2 kangaroos there. Got to go to McKernan if he's going to play straight down the line.
Does. Plenty of numbers, though, to peel it off. Tallis did really well there. Just fending to Young. In close to Tallis was terrific.
Oh, well done.
And then Tallis away.
Good poise to spot it up to his teammates' advantage.
And the left foot to the pocket from Barker.
Watch
numbers there. Crode with strength. Hooking back to the goals. Numbers still, and a goal to Bell. Kicks a goal. They're 3 in front. And the Hawks have to spread their zone a little bit more. They're going to go to the southern stand side, weight the numbers over there. Don't see Harvey kicking in too often. Pushed out Thompson, free kick.
Ooh, that was a line ball decision, I thought.
Goes short to the pocket, wants Dixon. He's outnumbered, but he does brilliantly well and kicks another great goal. He's a footballer, this kid. See the Kangaroos player on the left of screen, 3 breaking out to the left. Nothing else out there. The weight of numbers is up the corridor here, and it could get coughed up. Holland kept his head over it, and then little give to Rock, held it up, got it back, handball over the top, half it's handball to Leckers, who should kick a goal, and he does. A big kick in the context of this match.
Well, he likes him better on the run. Always going to be better with the body moving through to the target there, Angelo Leckers.
Biggest margin of the match so far. 20 points. It was 19 at half-time, Makepeace. Gets it to Rock. Rock goes to full forward to Thompson. Big fly. The advantage of the Hawks. Crode has
got another.
Got 3. They've skipped away. And Anthony Rock is just lurking in the middle with no one on him. He'll get it here, Rocky. Woods if Nick Holland pulls back a bit. No, he's getting... So Woods has got it, and then goes to Holland.
Great kick.
Woods has been good. To Rock. Rock's handball very good to McCabe, and McCabe runs inside 50, lines him up, and goes for it, and drills it home. Doesn't follow on after the kick. McKernan had to go defensively. Crawford, who had a good first half, quite a third quarter so far. Crow, terrific. Rock's been important. Wobbly kick. Martin and Holland. Holland did very, very well.
Now, this is probably the area where Nick Holland kicks most of his goals.
Crawford coming off, and also North Melbourne are making a change. What's on?
It's a good goal. It's a good goal. It's a big kick from Nick Holland.
He likes that range.
Hay wide.
Well, don't take him easy, young Glenn Barrett.
Oh, Pickett's so good, isn't he? He just dragged him down and then took it off him. Chicked for a run. Well done, Chick. And then sort of gave it to Hay. Hay's handball over the top. Chance for Barry Young. Haven't seen much of him since the first terrible handball to Vandenberg. Vandenberg was terrific to Woods. Woods loads it up. Could Thompson take a one out? He does! He does! Another finish. Heat kick. He's missed his last couple badly. Basically straight in front.
Oh, he's happy with it before it's
the big goal of the first of the last quarter. Back to Blakey, gets it to Anderson, who's just come on, to Harvey. You reckon the Kangas have got to get a goal here to have a chance. Bangs it into Shoal, pushed out. Taken by Hay.
Well, they've let them go. Nick Martin monstered Nick Holland out on the wing, so
They're
it's all
here.
consistent.
Bauer's on. Will Graham kick it to him? Loads it up to Bauer. He's all on his own. He can sit and wait and take it at 50.
Lost it.
They've got short people on everywhere. He's just got to spot the right target up. It could be Woods.
Woods goes for him. Decides to load it up to full forward. Thompson takes a beauty. I tell you what, he has found it a bit in the second half, hasn't he?
And he just kept his eye on it and raked it in with the left arm.
I remember doing... Here we go.
Kick 2.
He salutes before it's gone through.
Johnny Blakey there.
Arch in the front of the screen.
Blakey on the helping up. Holland, he worked hard, Archie, didn't he?
I reckon he was very fortunate there. He actually went to take it from the bounce down. Yeah, Mick saw. He is hurt.
Might have done a groin. That's the last thing they needed. That just compounds problems for the Kangaroos, doesn't it?
Archer comes back next week.
Yeah, he does. He's back for sure. So he's back from suspension, but
Colbert?
Not sure. He's been out for 4 or 5 with a hammy. You'd reckon he'd be getting close.
He'd probably be weighing up the decision to leave Geelong at the moment, wouldn't he? Look at the fact that they're 6-1.
Nick Holland punches it through.
I think he's with a pretty good club. It's a goal.
Yeah, we've come out well, and it's a very satisfying course. We haven't beaten North too much, and particularly in my time here, so yeah, it's very good. The boys have done a really good job.
You got a rip jumper there, got a bit of a scratch on the nose.
It could be worse, mate. It could be worse, but very enjoyable. No way. No, it's great, and we've just got to keep on building on this, but it's the best time to get north.
Heard the voice of Crawford there yelling, "You're on, fish!" I like the load on Crawford as well a bit.
Terrific win. 38 shots to 22.
It's an enormous margin in the end. They'd be excited about that.
They kicked 6 goals for to 2 behinds in the last quarter. It's a massive win. 9-13 to 18-20. You just wonder if it's an aberration, no Carey, no Kangaroos just for tonight, or whether, in fact, it is a landmark match.
A 6-0 final quarter setting up win number 4. Thompson and Crode the best of the goal kickers with 3 apiece. Graham, Crode and Hay outstanding.
Well, you know, we spoke about it in here and we said, look, Shane Crawford's probably led this footy club for 3 years in his efforts, and it was about time that some other players took up the mantle when he was tired and a bit sore.
So you used it as a spur then?
Yeah, I think so, because I mean, he has been the one dominant player in this footy club for a long time, so if we can spread the load a bit, it'll be better for us long term.
Expected maximum is 17, currently 16, so nice conditions for football, although we may get a few drips of rain. Crode pushing the ball along in front, got past Harley, got past McGrath, rockets the ball, running into the open goal, magnificent play, Barlow's popped it through.
Being a forward, not many forwards chasing and harassing. That was good play by Nathan Thompson.
Dangerous here for Geelong. Dixon. Shot for goal is through.
Who's been very good also in defence. Runs at the ball hard. Here's Holland. He's a fantastic player. He covers so much territory, always leads in front, he's always a target. And then, of course, when you look further afield, now you've got Trent Crode and also Thompson. So they're the big guns. Look out, here's Crode at the back of the pack. Needs a kind bounce. Trent Crode bangs it through.
Comes down to Woods and Hawthorn first into attack. Holland just outside the 50. McGrath might have been into his back. Back to Scholl. Oh, slippery as an eel. Great play by Scholl. Good mark by Hocking. The hand pass away and off and running. Arnott. Punch out of defence by Hay it was. Lucky kick. Comes to Bowyer. Up towards half forward. He delivered that great well. Kick. He just pulled back on the kick, so he didn't kick it too hard for Holland. It was great. And Holland's kick similar. And straight onto the chest of Crode. Trent Crode, an up-and-coming superstar in the game. Look at that for a kick.
He's on the half-back flank. Played for Victoria last year. Has been out of the Hawthorn side this year. So it's been tough to hold your spot. Dixon is a long way from full forward. He's out on centre wing. A dangerous player. Raking left foot kick. He's looking for Holland. He's got it. Second grab. Well, he's been starring all year. Nick Holland. He's been in magnificent form. He's booted 17 goals for the season from right on 50. Hammers it home.
Back in the middle and a vital goal for the Cats. They need a few more as well. Thompson playing in the ruck. Kick smothered. Comes to Young. Well, Nick Holland, what a game he's playing. 7 marks. 50. O'Brien back on. Holland for goal after the 50-metre penalty.
They've run over the line too.
And so I think if it's not a goal, he'll get another shot, but it's a goal. Ben Dixon looking to put the Hawks back into attack. To half forward. Young worked his way to the front. Well done by Barry Young. One out at full forward. Thompson, but in front, Bowyer. Oh. Paid it right in front. Bowyer right in front. And the Hawks just need to stem the tide a little bit. They need this one. Kicked it.
Player.
Good delivery to Rock. They found some space in midfield. Thompson up forward. The kick in that direction. Makes a contest. Harford! Brilliant by Daniel Harford. Lekas gets the goal.
Just under 5 minutes left in the game. Thompson from 50. Can he cover himself in glory? He's going to drop short. One for the high flyer. Nick Holland. Big kick for the Hawks. Holland. Rams at home.
It'd be great for Thompson to join in because he's had a pretty quiet day. Just 7 possessions. He is scoreless after 6 2 weeks ago. That's another poor kick which won't make the distance. And a a fantastic mark is taken by Dixon. The Hawks are home.
One of the key wins for the season, and the Hawks were in the top 8. Holland playing a mighty game and chipping in with 3 goals.
And he is looking for something up the centre here, but the Hawks are guarding that pretty well. He's going to go long, deep to the flank.
Gardner the target. Jakovic also got involved. Oh, Morrison crashed through. Jakovic went to ground. Tapped back by Treleaven. Chick has made a great recovery from last week. Salmon, just a little too cute maybe. Under enormous pressure, Crowe can't quite break the tackle. Taylor's look-away handball. Now the fish loads it up a bit and gets within about 15 metres of the goal. Dixon worked underneath. Morrison-Dixon's going to be a pivotal duel in this match. Well played, Harford. Strong's in and kicks a very, very clever goal.
Didn't he sell that one?
Terrific goal to Harford, who's had a very good season. Really got his season kickstart against Brisbane, didn't he, in round 3?
Absolutely. He's done a little bit different training. When we get a break, I'll tell you what he's done different this year to benefit himself.
Lekas goes to full forward. Thompson and Holland, they've always got that tall timber. Dixon keeps his eye on it. Kemp did very well not to give a high free kick away. Treleaven pushes out to Woods, to Taylor. Busy early, the hook back, not all that good. Simmons, well, not stopped. Looked almost a mark. Crowe hacks it out and kicks a goal. They've got 2.
Once the ball's bounced, he goes and picks up Crowe. Let's have a look at the Dixon kick. Yeah, it's going to work well.
Super kick.
Has he got the legs?
Doesn't matter.
It's marked in
one
play.
way or the other. Well,
that is another poor defensive error.
Well, he just goes on to himself and says, well, I'm in for a blinder.
He stood there on the goal line and took an uncontested mark.
Crowe, Banfield, well done. Morrison bursts through, a bounce. We haven't seen that too often tonight. And then goes to half forward to Gehrig, won't get there.
He's pulled up sore, Gehrig. He's done a hamstring or something here. He is real sore.
Tallis to Young, sweeps it, inboard to Barlow, takes Kemp on, not all that successfully, to Vandenberg, to Rock, to Barlow. Must build here. Thompson short, got him.
And I'll tell you what, Gehrig
He's
at the
got an
other
open
end.
goal square if he wants to pump it in there.
He's going left foot, up and under to full forward. Bowyer can mark, we know that. Donnelly belts away, goes towards the pocket, in the pocket. Little one off the ground.
It's gone through.
It is a goal. Lekas.
That is unbelievable.
There is no way he is fully fit. No way, no.
Barry Young the target, over the back. Treleaven to run hard onto it. Did well, Treleaven did very well. Vandenberg went without it, then gets it back. Inboard to Harford, good running at the back though to put the pressure on. Gets it to Bowyer. Rock surely the target. Goes to Rock. He'll pump those little legs, Rocky, and try and take his man on. He does. Little one in ball, good play. Well done.
Not well, a super reliable kick, but this would be pretty handy for the Hawks right now.
This to keep the game alive. And he has snuck it in for a goal.
A last quarter fade out against the Eagles at Subiaco proved costly as the Hawks lost by 5 goals. Vandenberg, Bowyer and Harford the best.
So Mark Dragicevic from that point of view.
Well, also Rogers a chance also, but Hawthorn are playing too many tools in their forward line, so if it hits the ground that'll be hard to kick goals.
Crawford, after one bounce, straightens up and then kicks beautifully onto the chest of Salmon.
The only way they're going to do it is mark like that.
And then when Hawthorn raced it down, they were pretty efficient. I know it's a little bit wetter today, so it'll be interesting to see if they can do the same thing.
297 matches for Paul Salmon, going for goal number 545, and he's nailed it.
Getting it to centre half forward. Dixon the target. Thompson was down there as well. Came through. Gee, young Vardy, although his handball wasn't all that good. It opens up for Crowe, who takes a good strong mark and should convert.
Bit of play.
So Trent Crowe. And kicks well.
Punched away, and the Tigers at ground level. Daffy, too fierce and severe there for Tawney. Gathered by Harford. Very good ball handler, Daniel Harford. Kicks the ball towards half forward. Lekas, contest, all fair and above board. Crashing his way through Harford, trying to make up for that pass. I did it. Well, Daniel Harford, influential in that passage of play for the Hawks.
Tall forward line of Hawthorn.
Down the other end, Aaron James is back on, and I think Evans off, so I think that's a move they had to make.
Holland goes for goal and posts it.
Quickly kicks it up towards full forward. Callaway stood very tall. Dixon dangerous on his left. No, he decided to handball. Taylor has to go around to his right, and he squares up well and gets Shane Crawford just 40 metres out. Here he comes from 45. It's pretty good as far as accuracy is concerned. Out of defence, Graham. Gee, they've got space and players running everywhere. Dixon, Crawford's pushed down. He might go longer than that. He does. On the lead, Crode. Burke didn't give away the free. Callaway, handball. Chaffee. Oh, Crode will kick a goal. Crode will kick a goal. By Dixon, sets it up. 3 Hawks to 1. And, oh, was that high and nasty and 50 or not? No.
Yeah, just they're marking around the ground. They're just too tall for the Richmond players. As soon as it's dried up, they've come into play, the Hawthorn Tools.
Well, the pass not paid to Holland from Barlow, but he just shrugs the tackle and kicks a goal.
For the second week in a row, the Hawks would kick only 1 goal in the last term. They would go down to Richmond by 3 points. Holland and Crode each kicking 3 goals.
One of those experienced players coming into the Dockers lineup, although his kick not that good, falling short on the wing, and here's Barker again.
Well, Johnny Barker, who was knocked unconscious a couple of weeks ago, felt as if he could play last week. Now, Nick Holland from... Gee, that's a pretty good kick. That's a goal! Great kick by Nick Holland.
Well, Lekis again involved. Quick kick from Woods. It was an awkward one, and that's well taken. Gee, 14 goals, 22 for the year, I think, if I can read my stats right. Beautiful kick. There's another one. Anyway, he's put it through for a goal.
Have a check of the Pato while we have a talk about Nathan Thompson. Crawford getting back onto his favoured right side, goes across the half-forward line. Holland leads in the race for the ball, gets the hand pass away, gathered by Dixon. Wasn't that good understanding. Nick Holland, and it's marked by Thompson. He's going for goal number 2 and attempting to kick Hawthorn's 3rd. Oh, good kick, Nathan Thompson. He's bobbed it through.
He does see him now. Thompson from behind. Oh, he had to sit, had to ride. Dixon waits, gets the handball back. They had a lot of numbers, and Joel Smith strolls in and goes bang. Thompson doing the rucking and roving. Terrific tackling. The Dockers are 3rd for tackles in the league, but at the moment, Hawks going forward. Another opportunity coming up for Nick Holland. Importantly, though, he needs to convert here for the 2nd time, and he's done that. Just measured it off. Over-possessing. Chapman did well to keep it alive. Tony Woods from 1 step into the square. Michael kept it in. Kept it. Oh, no.
Dear me.
Harford from 40. Good kick. To goal. Harford's first. With the run of it. This is Dixon up the ground and kicked it beautifully. Crawford should finish here and kicks it beautifully.
Dixon.
Thompson goes into the pocket and good lead and mark from Ben Dixon. 30 metres out. Favours his left boot and favours it beautifully.
Then Hawthorn 15-14, but the Hawks have the very healthy advantage, and they're going to get another chance here. Crawford marks from the centre bounce, goes to an unguarded goal, and it'll bounce through for a goal. Goal to Shane Crawford.
Where's it going? Nowhere fast. Stolen by Trent Crode. Touched the ball under the arm, and it's a flat drop punt, and it was a beauty too. The goal number 3. Crowder tells you he's kicked it. Diving forward, he didn't get the result.
Straight to the opposition.
Yeah, not a great kick from Fletcher. Salmon, just well placed, well placed. The only question mark with Glenn Bowyer is his disposal. Let's have a look at this kick. It looked pretty straight. Off the boot, it is a beauty.
Chapman, who made a brief appearance in the 2nd term, kicking a goal and a behind. Salmon to Rock. Rock over his left shoulder. Bowyer left at 4 and gathered by Chapman. In goes McCabe. He'll kick another one. Training drill for the Hawks.
So it's 40 metres around. Defensive tap from Salmon was good. Crone took them on. Gale couldn't stop Salmon's handball. Graham, here's Bowyer again, really dominating now. Another run, a couple of bounces from Glenn Bowyer, and he fires the ball into 50, and well-placed kick.
You've been a bit harsh on him, but since quarter time, I think he's been a pretty fair player for the Hawks.
Crawford.
Setting up the last couple of goals for
lovely,
him.
lovely kick. No doubt about that one.
3 goals to Crawford.
Woods putting it out in front. Oh, Vandenberg, who sits it up again for Thompson. Michael hands on it. Thompson knew where he wanted to go to Rock. Little sidestep, used the experience, and put it through.
Go into the rooms to the coaches' conference, and he looked terribly disappointed. He's going for his 3rd goal directly in front, and it'll take a 50-metre kick. Don't worry about that. Nick Holland, 3 goals. Fresh, Cook, in turn McManus, slipping over. It's so critical, isn't it? You must keep your footing, and you become a deficiency if you fall over. Vandenberg does well. Out to Rock, unselfishly again. Mop it up, Richard Taylor. Mop it up and kick a goal, Richard Taylor, he does.
A 7-goal third quarter set up the 59-point win over Fremantle. Crawford, Thompson and Holland each kicking 3, Holland continuing his outstanding form.
You know, we'd lost our last 2, and if we'd lost tonight, we were basically not out of the equation, but certainly going to be hard from where that, we'd position ourselves. So no, the motivation was pretty good. And look, it's the first time we've played here, and I think honestly it's a very good stadium. And the only problem we all know is that the surface isn't great, but what can you do about it? You're not going to improve it, so we just have to put up with it.
You've come out with a few injuries tonight, Peter. The players make the specific comment about the surface, or is that just what you've been obviously hearing in the media?
No. Look, any of our injuries, I'm not sure how bad they are because I haven't quite checked. But I don't think any of the injuries are related to anything to do with the surface.
On to Dixon deep.
Bruce, we noticed early on there a couple of players losing their footing, and it is actually a little bit soft out there. There's a bit of dew around this morning, so it looks as if they might have to have the long studs in.
And now Crawford's running into an open goal and kicking it. That was a terrific build-up. Stafford's got it back to Schwass and on with Nick McCarter. This bloke's really pumped today. He's had an ordinary old year for a bloke that won the best and fairest last year. Nicks to Saddington, a bit up and under. Good! Well, ball probably interfered a bit with the flow, I think. That was a throw out in the end by the Hawks to Chick. They were a bit fortunate, I think, the Hawks there. And Woods gets to Graham, he's on his wrong side. Saddington worried him. Graham made a mess of it. Gets it to Lekas, and going to ground is Schwass, and going now to Barlow. He's a long kick, Barlow, and he's a good kick, and it's coming back, and he's kicked a goal. He's had that sort of year, hasn't he, Shane Crawford? Hasn't quite been able to really get it going. And Holland, the fist comes in, Chick in the front, hooks it back, and he's done a Bolton at the other end and kicked a goal.
And Hawthorn need to take some risks from these kick-outs. Just go straight down the middle of the ground as they've done.
Taylor, they need 5 goals, the Hawks, and they haven't kicked a goal in 35 minutes. They need 5 in 7. Not good odds. Barlow to centre-half forward, Chick front spot at the back, Dunkley, Rock, sweeping handball, Piccioni has to kick a goal, and he does. He does.
After losing to Sydney, the Hawks were in 11th position. But in a year in which the middle order was remarkably compact and competitive, they remained just 1 win out of 6th spot. Barlow, Crowden, Smith were the best in a 31-point loss.
Sierakowski, so good last week with 4 goals over in WA. Here's Crawford. It's been well below his best this year. That's a great kick and half forward line. And Barker, strong overhead. They've got a lot of marking power. Taylor on the burst, 55 metres out. Richard Taylor bangs it through.
And there's a good grab from Barker, really backing himself in then and hitting Richard Taylor on the chest. Through half back with 1 bounce. Putting it up to centre half forward. Bowyer in good shape. He was trying to do the right thing and really commit himself to the contest. The Hawks going forward. Oh, big leak from Trent Crone. He might have knocked the stuffing out of himself, taking the mark. But what a beauty. Was 71 before today, so a win by 71 points will take them to 100%. Daniel Chick, now he hasn't scored a goal. 16 players have scored goals for the Hawks. So he goes long over Crode's head. Freddie Campbell back in defence, looks for Platt. Trouble here. Barlow, short pass. Almost the mark. Tony Woods hasn't kicked a goal. Neither has McCabe. That could be a free to Tony Woods. It is.
I think if he knew that he was going for a record, he might have a shot though, but no, obviously
goes
not.
For a pass instead.
Good pass too.
Dixon. Not very often to kick 27 goals in one day. And the Hawks have done it today.
The skipper was back to his Brownlow best as the Hawks hammered St Kilda. Crode topped a record 16 different goal kickers, with his 5 in an 85-point win at the G. In the week ahead, the club prepared to honour Paul Salmon as he became the 37th man to play 300 AFL games.
Surrounded by schools of salmon and those who resurrected his AFL career, the Hawthorn ruckman admitted his playing days were just about sunk.
But it's been exciting, it's been quite a ride, and again thanks to the Hawthorn Footy Club for making it an exceptional one at that, and allowing me to finish my career as a player and person who's still in love with the game of football.
Although it could have come to an end after only a season at Windy Hill, when he needed a knee reconstruction following 63 goals from just 13 games. Then, just over a decade later, it did finish with the Bombers. The Fish going out on a sour note, his fans showing their displeasure, and at loggerheads with coach Kevin Sheedy over wanting to succeed Simon Madden as the club's premier ruckman.
Part of the motivation was just that, not going to prove anything to anyone, essentially, but just to myself, that I felt that I had more to offer the game of football.
Essendon's loss was Hawthorn's prize catch, the reformed ruckman winning 2 club Best and Fairest awards. But the tensions between Sheedy and Salmon settled long ago. Today, the Bomber coach having nothing but praise for his former star.
Eventually, after he stops playing, I hope that the AFL really get into developing him as a rucks coach. He's probably somewhere near as a modern-day ruckman you can get with his athleticism as well as his ruck work.
Tiffany Cherry, 7 News.
And Holland, of course, roams all over the ground. Clever play. Kicks it out of mid-air. Thompson needs good hands, does well to rock, sets it up. Crode's quick. Well, he's one of the best young players going around. Trent Crode directly in front. Hammers it home.
It is going to be a Hawthorn free. And it will be taken by Barlow. Short to Tallis. Raiden Tallis towards right half forward. They're playing in front. Crode hasn't.
He's so quick, Trent Crode. If you just put the ball out in front, give him a chance, he won't let you down.
Up towards Thompson. Going to be paid.
Had to be paid.
Kicking on a 45-degree angle. That's a lovely kick for goal. A beauty. His second.
So the Demons have been very impressive since about halfway through the second term. And they really did lift their rating. Looking for McDonald. He's got Crode to beat. It'll be a tough assignment. Crode is very, very quick. McDonald does well. Gave him a shove in the back. He's trying to trap the ball. He needs support. You need a lot of players to get to the contest. Tony Woods, 25 metres out, runs into the open goal. He's got it! Just outside of 50. Right to the line, pack of players, and it's been marked by Barlow, who should kick a goal. Barker, I should say.
A week later, it would be a 69-point loss to the much-improved Demons. Rock, Chick and Graham the best as the Fish celebrated his 300th game.
Salmon to Graham, kept his head. Here is Brett Johnson in his debut match in AFL ranks to kick the centre half forward. Harford belted away. Chick to take them on, going hard. He's a chance. If it sits, he's working it. He's working it. In the end, Dutchie helps him out. Left foot's clever. It's a chance. I think it's a goal. Got in the road, and then Graham's well-weighted handball to Hay. Bends his back a bit, takes them on, and then kicks it 60 metres to Crawford. The Hawks are in. He's got a couple of opportunities. Decides with a little kick to Rock, who should stroll in and goal. 40 out, measures it, and sweetly kicks it. Great goal.
Piccione's on, and he looks like getting his first touch for the evening. Nick Holland's broken for him if he can get it to him.
So Crawford takes it from Piccione. Crawford's within range almost. Lovely little kick, and he's kicked a goal. He's pumped. Pressure Giacomo. Crawford paddles it out. Bowyer gets back to Vandenberg. Had to squeeze it in the end. An important ball here. Dimartina chases hard. Johnson to help him. Dimartina may have been scrapped. Crawford's away. Could close it almost. And the captain kicks it.
Tough from here.
Crawford again in terrific touch along with Dixon and McCabe. The Hawks on target too, with Dixon booting 6 in a 57-point win over the Magpies.
Happy with Thompson's hair colour?
As long as they can play footy, I don't care what they do. Yeah.
Peter, do you think the remarks in the media this week about the players, do you think they had an impact on them?
Oh, well, the remarks came out in the press because people asked. I only exactly what I said to the players. The comment I made simply was that if you haven't got the desire or passion to play the game, doesn't matter how good you are, you're going to struggle. And it's a great game. It's the best game going. And I just keep pleading with them to understand that because it's a great time of your life to play footy, and you got to have the passion and the drive for it. And if you haven't got it, well, don't care how good you are, you're not going to play well.
French unit, you saw that holding on to Harford. It's a ruckman. They get a free kick. I'm not sure why not ruck Rovers.
Chick goes for goal for the Hawks. He kicks the ball to the front of the goal square, looking for a mark.
Yes.
They've got it. And you can see there that not a very difficult chance.
Nearly 50,000 on hand for the clash against Carlton, but with 1 goal in the first quarter and none in the last, it was an uphill battle. Hay, Vandenberg and McCabe were the standouts.
Anthony Rock from 45 metres out. Not a prolific goal kicker with his new side, but there's one. Aaron Lord's got the best of the day for the Hawks.
I reckon it's a low percentage kick what Akermanis did then.
Well, round the body, it just increases the margin for error, doesn't it? Well, it's very easy after the event to say that, but good mark, Dixon. There's a certain tennis game on. Dixon. And he's got it.
Doing the ruck work as he did in the first quarter up against McDonald. They go again, and Bowyer rips it out of the middle for the Hawks. Around the body he goes, up towards half forward, and playing in front was Johnny Barker. He gives it to Crawford. Could this be a dream start for the Hawks? It is in the second quarter. Kick was touched. I'll tell you what, we're seeing some untidy football here in this particular passage. Lord away from Lappin, in towards half forward. Holland, that's marked 108.
Usually from outside 50 you say you can't kick him, and he's been offline. All of a sudden he unleashes one.
Kicked 36 for the season.
Guess what?
Oh, look at that.
Rock, Barker gets around the body, hooks it back 40 metres, it goes and up, it stays in, it's a Hawthorn mark. Well, I should say false light as the sun's almost down. He goes onto his right boot and kicks the goal.
They're certainly not out of this game, but they've been playing catch-up football for most of the day, and if they've got finals aspirations, they want to do more than that. Woods might make them pay. It's a big kick. Hawthorn again answer, as they have been able to do. Close to siren time. Crawford unable to rip it out of the middle. Neither could Luke Power, but the Hawks surge it forward. Oh, beautifully done to Tallis. Flat-looking punt. Raider! From centre wing, high and long into half forward. Over the back it comes. Thompson could have got a bit of shove. Chick and Lord. Here's a goal for Lord, surely.
A second win for the season over Brisbane. The 7-goal third term making all the difference. Holland, Salmon and Crowe terrific, while Lord, Barker and Dixon each kicked 3 goals.
Great that this surface has been certainly fixed up, and players just getting their footwork terrific. Chance here for Dixon, little kick good, well done Ben Dixon, he's a natural left footer. Thanks Richard Osborne down at ground level, he's right behind this kick from Barker, it's a goal. It's a beautiful kick by John Barker, well done, Hawks get their first goal. Why wasn't he paid the mark?
That's what fans are asking at the moment, but he wasn't. Play goes on to Lekas, who's between centre and half forward. Lekas gets the hand pass over the top to the running Joel Smith. The left-footed Smith, flat-looking helicopter punt into full forward, and Thompson takes the mark.
They just give them a chance to kick this goal, plus another couple. It's a match that's still there to be won.
Piccioni is off, Bauer is on, and Thompson gets the goal. Look at Daniel Chick dashing through the middle. Positive signs for Hawthorn. He goes to Thompson. Thompson kicks for goal and gets it. They close the gap from 35 points. Oh, and he's tugged that severely to the left. Holland will need a big mark. Dixon is there as well, and he's got his jumper back on. Wellman is right there with him. Lord round the body. He bends it back, and Barnes, he can only watch it sail over the top for a goal.
Salmon, gee, that was a deft little touch by Chick. Set it up for Crawford. Tallis in towards half forward. Good kick. Marcus taken by Barker. Yes, it was very much a dry run for quite a while, wasn't it? Barker going from the right foot. He's done it again. Gee, that's a good kick, isn't it? The skills of the modern AFL footballer.
Just chips it over the top to Joel Smith. Smith coming back into some very good form. Picked up some 35 possessions. Lord in the Rezzies a couple of weeks ago. Lord loose but ignored by Chick. He heads towards Thompson. Almost takes the mark, and there's a free kick being paid for holding. I think the crowd tells the story.
To goal.
It is.
6.
In a rare gesture, Essendon and Hawthorn players formed a guard of honour to salute the career of retiring ruck great Paul Salmon. A star at both clubs, the 300-game veteran could not lift his men against the might of Sheedy's Bombers. Thompson 6 and Barker 3 in an 83-point loss. Thompson and Barker the best.
From the throw-in, French down to Rock. Kick up towards the goal square. Thompson leaves it behind. Lord gets away from a tackle, back over his shoulder for their first goal. Youngster playing just his third AFL game. Here's a chance for the Hawks. Tony Woods right in front, 15 out. He's kicked it, he gave the umpire something to think about. Now Montgomery into the attacking 50 for the Power, standing his ground in front, not paid the mark Tallis. Oh, he finishes up with it, Raiden Tallis. Fantastic footy out to Woods. And now McCabe up to half forward. Bateman, good mark, plays on. Chance Bateman, his first goal in AFL football. Thank you very much.
Harford just getting the ball back. Rock from a standing start, pops it up. Paxman and Guerra go at it. Oh, it all falls Hawthorn's way. And kicked through by Dixon. Again, they're all under pressure. Joel Smith, Primus was bearing down. Barlow, well tackled. Smith again, got to go. Had to get rid of it quickly. Port applying the pressure. Smith got a little tap, which was pretty good. Woods, the handball chick. Can he put them in front? The answer is yes, he can. So suddenly, the Hawks are in front after kicking 3 straight goals.
Kicked by Nick Holland. Players looking into the sun there, but you wouldn't know it. A magnificent mark by John Barker. He is a forward who's really stood up. Comes in short. That's well delivered to Crode, who fumbles. Smith back to Crode. Crode's kick carries them for a goal.
That much in it, but
no, it wasn't. Haven't seen too many 50s, and we saw 2 in about 10 seconds to even each other up. Here's a good mark. Bowyer right in front and kicks a goal. And got the goal umpire in the midriff.
Tough job most of the day on Nick Holland. The ball outside 50. Grabbed by Thompson, who's going to try and get it back where it came from Woods. Poulton, Crode, well done Poulton. Well done Harford, onto the boot quickly. Hawks in front. Harford kicks the goal and loves it.
Obviously, yeah.
Well, Thompson's had his time on the bench. He was up forward earlier on and hardly got a sniff. Now he's in the ruck. Joel Smith, French almost. Holland in a big arc. Across the 50-metre line to Barlow. In short, that's good. Now right in front. And Dixon is about 45 metres out. About 2 goals a game, but he's kicked only 1 today. 50 out. Beautiful kick.
Sits it up. Chick is underneath it. Franco, oh, good run and mark from Barker. That's some inspirational stuff.
With 5 minutes 41 left on the clock. Salmon's gone back to the bench. Thompson back on in the ruck and wins it, but Port finish up with the football. Hurried kick by Carr across the ground. Oh, crunch. Hawthorn have it. Comes out to Bowyer. Through the Seagulls he goes to the 50. He goes long for goal and has nailed it.
Now banged onto the boot by Franco. Inside 50, Dixon, who's been good, didn't take it though. Chick trying to barge through, he gets through, but then goes without it, goes again and gets it away. Dixon off the right, found his man, they're flowing forward, the Hawks, players everywhere. Holland into the space, out comes Barker, picks it up. 1 goal will seal the fate of Port Power, and it might come from John Barker.
They just need to chip it around. This is time for Port, they just got to man up, get on everyone. Else they just play keepies off.
Here's Anthony Rock. And look out, he was almost run down. Pachoni to the 50. Might be another one. He's kicked it.
Down at half-time, the Hawks fought back with great spirit against the Power. Tallis, Rock and Chick all playing key roles in a 21-point win that kept the club within striking distance of the 8.
Yeah, win's a win, Ron. You know, this time of year when we're battling away to try and stay in the fight. So, obviously worried at half-time, but you know, we showed a bit of character and got over them in the end.
Does it worry you that, given the stakes and the fact that the opposition didn't really have a lot to play for, it's taken you, sort of 3.5 quarters to put them away? I mean, their intensity seemed every bit as good as yours.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Look, that's a hard one to weigh up. I mean. Yeah, look, I was disappointed in the first half. I thought we were just sort of hanging in there without much sort of oomph in our game, and then second half we were able to just get our noses in front. And thought probably the guys who were on the bench showed the most spirit when they win the team, like Pachoni and Bowyer coming onto the ground with two instrumental players in the way we went about it. So, I just. Thompson responded to going into the ruck, so a few guys lifted their rating, and then, they knew what was at stake in the finish, so just pleased to win.
As Nathan Thompson, there has been some talk that his ankles are not so good. Barker, got it, make that Holland. Well, they can share the ball around the forward line, whether it's Barker or Holland. Well, he can help them make the finals, Doug.
Yep, he can.
38 goals for the season. This to put him in front. Kicks a goal. Dixon went down behind play. Barker does well, trapped the ball to Barker. Kicks inside 50, he's got it again. Holland.
Got to make a change here, KB. Peter Caden's got to make a move. Gary Ayres here.
From 55 metres out, Nick Holland drills it. He's got 3. Dixon tries to kick it off the ground. Tyson straight into the action, was caught high. There was no free kick. Dixon, quick hands, back to Tallis, inside 50, got it, Barker.
Now he's going for his second. Good view from behind.
Johnny Hayes in trouble, boys, as we see Barker kicking.
45 metres out, perfect.
Finds Rock. Midfielders combined, Harford runs hard, sets it up. This is good build up here by the Hawks. Graham to Tony Woods, into the pocket. Look at Holland making ground, he's got it. On the stretch, Nick Holland. Just a glance sideways, Barlow's on his way off and Bowyer's on his way on for the Hawks. Nick Holland, can he bend it back? It's coming back, it's coming back! Gives it across to McCabe out in front, Holland. Never drops those marks. Always quick to play on. Loose players in the centre of the ground, taken by Chick. He'll run inside 50 and closes. Chick goes short. It's got it. Dixon. It was a clever kick.
Dixon's had a couple of chances and has kicked just 2 behinds. Couldn't miss this, surely. That's a goal.
Crows on the charge through the centre square. Well done that time by Harford. Sets it back up to Tony Woods, who just belts the ball back. Rock from behind. Does well. The crummer. Trelevin runs into the open goal. Hammers it home. Playing a mighty game. 19 possessions and 6 marks. Daniel Harford, the playmaker across that back line. Sets it up to Chick. It's where the Hawks run really hard. They look dangerous. On the charge. Barlow to Chick.
Keep going.
Casual bounce through the centre square. Runs inside 50. Runs to 45. Daniel Chick drills a goal. Magnificent.
Johnson, who just replaced Harford in just his 4th game. Johnson up towards in between wing and half forward to Rock. Back in. Oh, Rashudo with a climb. Wouldn't hang on to the mark. Comes back to Bowyer, who was the step ladder for Rashudo. Down to the forward pocket. And great judgment shown by Barlow to take the mark. He's about 35 metres from goal. So Piccioni replaces McCabe. Luke McCabe's been very good. And the goal has been kicked. Barlow. Smith. Lekas. Smith hand pass missed him. Oh, Young was strong. Johnson, well done. Good option out wide. Dixon. Oh, great goal.
Tallis from half-back. Improved player. Finds Bowyer. Young man with a big
look
future.
at Holland by himself, boys.
Nick Holland screaming for the ball. He's got it. He's got it. He's going to run in. He's going to kick 7.
Oh!
Bang! Barry Young will find Trelevin. 2 seconds to go. Siren time. The Hawks have won. Finals chances still alive. 15 goals, 8-98 the Hawks have defeated the Adelaide Crows 9-13-67. Nick Holland booted 7 goals today. 2 goals to Ben Dixon, 2 to John Barker, 1 to Barlow and Daniel Chick and Nathan Thompson and Craig Trelevin. And for the Crows, Mark Rashudo, their only multiple goal kicker with 2.
A crucial win that propelled Schwab's men into 8th spot by 0.7%. Holland with 7 goals starred, but the injury list boasted names like Crawford, McCabe and Hay.
And he's got players around him here as the Bulldogs start to go back. Rawlings goes in short, good kick. Barker's been busy, so Salmon. And takes them on. Trips, gets it to Chick. Little one again to Bowyer, repeating themselves, and he's got it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
He's a bit closer this time, isn't he? Probably 3 metres closer. It's a good kick.
Yep.
He's got it.
Went to school.
To Crawford, who's been in the right place at the right time. To Barlow. Hooking kick looks good. Dixon's on the lead. I think it was meant for him. Dixon at 48 metres. Grant getting back. It'll be a close call.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's a goal.
Sensational goal.
So the Doggies making a move there, and Ramiro out of the centre to centre half forward. Big fly coming, and good mark, Tallis, from nowhere really. 3rd man up, and then good switch up, out wide. Bowyer had a productive opening term. Rock inboard to Woods. Woods knows that West can't get to him, and then kicks to Holland at centre half forward, and he's got it. Had a huge match last week.
Beautiful kick.
He's put it straight through the middle.
I think his hip's okay, boys.
It's just the way they play that game. Half it and half back.
Kick it to Woods if you wanted to. He elects to try and spear something.
Holland, good hands. It was a terrific kick and a very good grab. And then goes inboard to Young.
He's got Chick on.
And he's got him now. So Chicks can use a... Tallis was running wide.
The long kick's on.
Dixon's got it.
They've got the numbers. Crawford's got it. He was always the man.
Well, Dixon held him out.
Dixon did a great job then.
He was pretty passive coming forward, that ball.
He got 3 against them earlier in the year, Crawford. He's got his first. Lekas rode it really well and then kicks a goal from nowhere.
Well, 2-on-1.
Rawlings and Salmon were against Bartlett. The ball goes to ground. Chick was very good. He held his ground. Hay, Rock, Salmon, get out of it, the Hawks. Good kick.
They're going to go all the way here.
They're on here. Swept by Dixon to Harford. He's got Bowyer inside.
They've got to meet him. They've got to come and meet him.
No one's come to him. 46 out. He's inside 40. And steady as you like. That's a great goal. That's going to hurt.
That really hurts.
Wine just got into Salmon's back. The Fish is having a match, making sure it's not his last at the moment. Contessa running hard. Chick's hip and shoulder. Terrific. Here's a chance. He had players outside.
Great
Good kick. Holland's got it.
That is a start. Well, he's been quite brilliant, Daniel Chick. There he is on screen. His statistics won't...
They've come from everywhere here, Dermot, to congratulate him here, the Hawthorn
that's
players.
a great... Look at that. They're pumped up about that.
The best thing about this whole piece of play, and we just missed the initial getting of the ball, is he lined Contessa up for the bump, and he used the bump to get himself back in line to pick up the ball, and he didn't lose footing.
He's got a whole lot of hurt about it for the Doggies if he kicks it.
His only other kick tonight for goal was a beauty, and he's just pumped it through for two. The kick to Alvey, caught underneath. Gee, a miscue handball almost there from Rawlings. Barry Young, it's in close. Tallis, ridden down. Hawks come out. Chick, Caccione, he's got a couple in front of him. Gets it in short. Dixon decides to go. It's a good kick to Holland. And Holland's going to kick his third. Dutchie might have put him into the finals. They've been able to do something Hawthorn that Carlton and Essendon haven't been able to do in the last month.
Again, he can go straight back to where it came from if he wants to.
They've given themselves a chance. They're not there yet, but boy, you'd want to be on them. You'd reckon they're just about certainties. The Fish might have another one.
Nick Holland probably endorsed his own contract to stay at the Hawthorn Football Club.
Well, I don't think it was a pretty game by any stretch of the imagination, but it just shows that the Hawks did the hard work. They did their homework and they worked out how to penetrate the Bulldogs' flooding tackle.
The win over the Bulldogs was a beauty. The Hawks into the finals. Chick was great. Salmon putting off his retirement for at least a week. And the 45,000 at Colonial loved every minute of it.
That's a dreadful looking kick. Whose arms were lob, and it was touched off the boot. Crode had to get a quick handball away. Woods, that was a better touch than the first one. Harford in trouble. The Cats quick to tackle here. Young's third touch. Woods kept his nut over it. That was good footy. And then kicks very, very cleverly to Barker at centre wing. Barker has been such an important player in the second half of the season. Left for Dutchie. Holland's handball back to Harford. Normally a good kick. Finds his mark. Gets it wide. Graham should kick a goal. 40 metres out. Delivers. Read it best. And Scholes kicked that dreadfully to Burns. McCabe with him. Burns to get a second crack. McCabe quick. That's one of the reasons he's on him. Graham trying to get a toe poke in. Couldn't. It was a good effort by Mitch. And now Crow to expose with pace. A bounce. Tucks it under the shoulder. And then kicks cleverly to Thompson. Geelong got the early break in the match. They led 3.5 to 1. Thompson from about 45. It's coming back. There are good signs here.
Towards the running Barlow. If it sits, he could be in business. Barlow on centre wing, has players screaming in the middle, but he looks further downfield, onto the lead of Thompson. Couldn't quite take it on the half volley. Almost stolen, but beautifully done. And a snap. Don't tell me that's a goal. That is a magnificent goal from Bowyer.
Spriggs gives it all he's got. Salmon should take it. Doesn't. Now they get away. And they do mop up with Bowyer.
Comes back towards the half-back line. Thompson's kick towards right half forward. Johnny Barker can go short. It's got to be pinpoint accurate, and it is. Crawford is 35 out, directly in front.
A couple of changes. Salmon coming off, also Young. And I think Salmon's crooked and his shoulder or something in here.
Seems to be favouring a shoulder directly in front. He closes the gap. He kicks the goal. He's got his second.
It's written now in the... You wrote the rule, Jared. You're on the committee, aren't you?
No, Kevin Bartlett runs that committee.
Oh! Wonderful mark by Crawford. Sensational mark.
Shit.
He hung forever.
That could be mark of the year.
That is absolutely brilliant.
That's a great shot from that angle.
And then thumps it to the goals. And it's a chance! Marked right on the line by Dixon. Dixon from the pocket. We're right behind him. And he kicks the goal. Crawford was trying to either mark or get it to the back. Riccardi's kick not good. Chick front spot, king of the back. Half his little give to Thompson. Running the game out strongly. Left foot to the pocket. Dixon working hard. Terrific takedown low. Well done, Riccardi. Out of play, I thought. Still in play, apparently. Dixon on his wrong side kicks a wonderful goal. That is fantastic.
Kicks into half forward. No clean mark taken. Steinfort tried to soccer off the ground. Barry Young goes wide. Rock may get a chance. King is there with him. Rock, short little chip. It's good. Johnny Barker will shoot for goal. From 43 metres. Barker has kicked the goal. Hawthorn has steadied.
Back to Hocking down low. The handball to Kilpatrick. Terrific smother off the boot. Coming from Barry Young. Battling it out to the end. Snell punching forward. Spriggs caught up. Can't get it. Little left forward kick. And Bowyer, who Dipper said so rightly has been so good. And Peter Schwab, they know they're home. And they are. Nine years since they won a final of any sort. They're into the last 6.
Hawthorn and Geelong chipping out their bit of history as they contested the first indoor final. In fact, the first final at the new showpiece at the Docklands. This was a mighty win for the Hawks, their first in a finals game since the 1991 flag. Barker with his 4 goals, Crawford leading by example, and Tallis terrific in a 9-point win that had the Hearts in the mouth.
Considering how they challenged you at the start, how important was it for you to lead at quarter time?
Not as important as at the end of the game.
Them to fight back the way they did.
Yeah.
10 minutes was all Geelong.
Yeah, and I thought they grabbed the initiative just before half time. I thought their 10 minutes of the second quarter they were the better side, and you know they were playing good football. So the challenge was at half time as well. I mean, they're good side, Geelong. They're really honest and they work hard, and you know we were just lucky enough at the end of the night to keep our nose in front.
Rocking board. Last time he played for the Kangaroos was in the grand final against Blighty's team. The kick into the centre, marked by Barker. Long way from home.
Dixon's got to be the target here.
Floating kick. He wants good Mark Holland, who has actually started this game very well. Really should kick it. He's been in good goal kicking form all year. And that looks good.
This is range for Dixon.
Got to play on and go to the pocket. Well done, Pickett. Got back. Ball still to be won. Rock working hard. Pick hands out. Surely Thompson will go. He does. And the Hawks needed it.
Graham to Chick on the wing. Has got about 5 metres to spare. That's quickly being closed by Harvey. Screwed it back well though. Holland just too far out to score. Couple of leads was on. Back into the square. Crawford should take it or leave it. Well, it didn't matter in the end. It's a goal. And what a kick it was. Short, and that's okay.
They can get him in the corridor. The Hawks have got numbers.
Lekas to centre half forward. Nothing really there unless Chick. Oh, he took it on the second bite. Did well to get to the contest in the end. And he has a loose man. And guess who? Nick Holland, who'd been on the mark for Jason McCartney.
But the way he ran back down the line there, he's already got time to turn around and face it.
He starts it out left, but it is coming back with his traditional swing.
Off the side a bit. Front spot Crow. Doesn't take it. Needs a handball. Gives a little left footer. If it sits, Johnson is a left footer. Can he get a handball to Dixon? Terrific Archer. Back to Johnson. Comes out. Woods. Scrapping. Here's a goal. Still a chance. Crawford kicks it. They're not dead.
That is for sure. The Hawks will try and make them play on and try and create opportunities. Crow did that very well then. Chick squeezes it. Oh, how did he manage that? Oh, he hit it just right.
Crow kick his third in the last term. It's not going to come back. They need to mark the Hawks.
Fair
not
over.
there. Ball comes to ground. Chance goal. It's a goal. Rawlins has kicked a goal.
Well, the last 14 seconds And the Hawks trying one last time to get it forward and try and convert and get a goal. But Johnny Blakey, a man who's been with the Kangaroos,
it'll end in his arms
through the journey. They've done it, the Kangaroos. What a comeback. They were demoralised last week. A few snags on the barbie during the week, a bit of goal practicing, and they've turned it around. And Wayne Carey. But what about that emotion?
That is brilliant to see that it hurts that much.
Because it was a bonus almost. I mean, for an outsider it was a bonus, but for them, no. It was a chance missed.
Yep.
I couldn't agree. I think one of the problems with this, with the side that's come up this year, like Hawthorn have, is if they say it's a great year and don't actually hurt from this. I mean, you've got to be dark about this.
Paul Salmons with the big dipper.
Yeah, I've got Paul Salmon there. Now, a very poor start, mate, but this is the end.
Yeah, it's over, mate. It's pretty difficult. That's the way it goes. Not the way you'd like to go out, but guys really fought it out.
You've had a great career, Fish, over 300 games, and you played your 100th game for the Hawks tonight, and you've been an ornament to the game, but the boys just tried everything tonight, didn't they?
Oh, they did. Congratulations to North Melbourne, and I've had a great time at Hawthorn, and I can't ask for much more out of my career, and greatly appreciate that.
Well, from all the viewers all around Australia, all Essendon supporters and Hawks supporters, well done, mate, and enjoy the retirement.
Thanks, mate.
He's one you'll remember forever, isn't he, the Fish?
Yeah. Actually, Bruce made comment of Grant's left foot snap and Abraham's left foot snap when they were running hot.
Yep.
2 freak goals. Amazing.
It's a big carry from Nathan Thompson and Daniel Chick, isn't it?
He was struggling to hold the tears back when the dipper, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's 120 kilograms up in the air there. Tomo, get out from under there. We want you fit next year. Yeah, what a career, Paul Salmon. And people should remember the way he started Hawthorn in the ruck, and especially the way he starred with the Bombers at full forward early days. You're looking at a bloke who could have been perhaps just about the greatest goal kicker of all time.
And then it was all over. A Friday night at the MCG, and despite a 6-goal final quarter burst, they could not overtake the reigning premiers. Fittingly, it would be Chick and Holland, the two men who would share the Peter Crimmins Trophy as the club's best and fairest, who would share the honours that night too.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn. We're the mighty Fighting Hawks. We love our club and we play to win, riding the bumps with a grin at Hawthorn. Come what may, you'll find us strong.